We're in the end game for 2021. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. The final Marvel Strike Force patch of the year, 5.9, is finally released with a bunch of new characters. We're discussing them. We're discussing these reworks. We're discussing the quality of life change, the new costumes, and all that. And if you're ready for that, guys, find that like button. And let's go smash it. All right, here we go. Look at this loading screen. I like this loading screen. Very colorful. Got the pinks, the blues, the new characters. Spider-Punk here, Spider-Gwen. We got Scarlet Spider. Where is T'Challa? There he is. And then Magic is right here. We see the costume for President Loki. Unfortunately, still may be crashing the game. Still may not be active in Marvel Strike Force right now, but hopefully throughout this update, he'll be back. He'll be back. He was released. He was removed because he was crashing the game. So they've included him with the loading screen. Hopefully that means they're going to fix him finally. All right, so this is going to be a large update, guys, in 2019, 2020. This is normally a 2-month update, and yeah, we got the indication of it here. Due to the holiday season, some of the below content, including new characters, will arrive throughout a 2-month time period. So some of these things we're going to discuss are not arrived in the game yet, including some of these quality of life changes. So first thing, enhance your roster with 5 new playable characters: Ghost Spider, Spider-Punk, Scarlet Spider, Star-Lord, T'Challa, and Magic. Magic is in the game right now. We're going to do a video later today opening the orbs for Magic, and hopefully, yes, we get some good pulls, and hopefully she is worth it. All right, ability and stats improvement for Spider-Man, Miles, Storm, Cyclops, Colossus, Yondu, Ravager Boomer, Ravager Bruiser, and Stitcher. Lots of reworks. This is the update of a lot of reworks. We got them listed down below. We have described them in previous videos, so we're going to go through them briefly in this video. But yeah, if you want more detailed breakdown, make sure you check out some of the earlier videos from earlier this week. All right, new costumes. We're going to go in-game for those. Unfortunately, some of these are like original costumes. So Silver Surfer, the totally rad costume, Groot, the fully trimmed costume, and Zemo, the Winter Soldier region. I like some of these new costumes. Unfortunately, the unfortunate thing is that these are Marvel Strike Force creations. These aren't iconic costumes that some of you may or may not be used to growing up. But let's go into the game right now. Boom. And let's check out some of the new costumes. Let's check out the Groot one. Now, this is going to be released in that Strike Pass that went yesterday, or the Battle Pass, the one that's associated with daily objectives, not the real-time arena. So this is for free. I thought this was something included in that, and we're going to go discuss that before we get to the patches. But yeah, this is the Groot costume that you can win. It was announced yesterday that you got all these bits. What are these? What are they called? What is the purchase? Silver Flash bits for Groot. All right, so yes, he was not in game yet, but he is in game now. That is what the costume look like. All right, we also have an update, sort of, for Taskmaster. This is in the Battle Pass right now, I believe. It's the one that's associated with real-time arena. This costume. Now, this was, I guess you can't currently get this costume because there's not enough bits in the objectives of the Battle Pass right now to get this. But this was previously won for some lucky winners for the Black Widow costume. So those are in the game, or sort of in the game before the update drops. Let's look at this. Is all original costume. This is, if we look at the first appearance of this, first appearance, Marvel Strike Force 2021. So this is an original costume. That's why I haven't seen this in the game. I would have preferred a lot more iconic costumes than these original costumes. I like these original costumes. I feel they could have come at a later date after we've gotten some of these more iconic costumes. Not sure if Silver Surfer had one, but yeah, it's a good costume. I just would have preferred some of the more iconic costumes for some of these other characters before they add original costumes. Let's look at Zemo's. Now, this is a really nice looking costume. Look at it. Look at this. It's like a half Loki, half King, half Zemo. We got the headband there. First appearance, Marvel Strike Force. This is an original costume as well. We also have a costume. This is a nice one, and kind of a hint for the Spider-Man movie, if I'm being honest. Let's go here, and this is the No Way Home costume. After seeking help from Doctor Strange, Spider-Man is doomed with his suit imbued with mystical powers in order to find his way back home. So this is first appearing in the upcoming Spider-Man No Way Home movie. So a little of a preview here for you guys. And I think that is it. Let me just check. Groot, we looked at that. Zemo, Winter Soldier, and Spider-Man. So those are the costumes here. Let's just go take a look at this daily objectives here with this new Strike Pass, because down all the way towards the end, we got a few extra objective as well on this. We got a lot more objectives, and the reason for that is these snow globe orbs, which award some of these more rare shards. A lot of characters in that are farmable, but some characters that are unfarmable in that. As we go down, there we go. Milestone 70 is when you're gonna get that Groot costume there, and there's a lot more rewards if you guys have noticed. Instead of, I believe it was 55, there's 75 milestones now, and instead of the normal 150 for each of these milestones, it only costs 110. And I'm pretty sure, I didn't calculate this myself, but many of you said that the calculations to get to the 55 with the 110 for all of these objectives is the same amount of points through these 28 days as to get to these 75 milestones with these 110 points. So yes, I think it's pretty good. And Sharon Carter, not a huge character that I need. I know some people still need it for that Omega Red unlock, but I think the big thing here that's making me kind of question if I should buy this is these snow globe orbs. Let's get back to the blog post though. And in addition to those costumes that were recently added, we have an update for a current costume. The Hawkeye's Hawkeye costume now has a visual upgrade of his hearing aids. And if we go in game right now, it looks like this is another one of those things that have not been added yet, but it looks like it's going to do kind of what they did with the Gamora helmet here. So if you look at this, boom, that's the normal costume. And then this is supposed to add the hearing aids, but it looks like it's unavailable. I'm not sure if it's unavailable because I don't have the costume, but yes, I can't see the visual change for this, but there's some members of the deaf community reach out to me that were very happy about this change. So good stuff on Scopely for adding this. Also, we have the Rebel trait. Now we saw that in the video, the sneak preview video for Ghost Spider, aka Spider-Gwen. So wasn't sure who the character the event would be for. Well, it is for Spider-Punk. Rock and roll. Now, if we look at this image here, which is kind of the timing of the release of these characters, Spider-Punk is not going to be released for a while. We got Magic, then we got Ghost Spider, then we got Scarlet Spider. Spider-Punk, I'm probably not expecting him till January sometime. So that event that they're describing right here is probably not going to be for a while. Right, when using the find button to search for gear pieces, the gear you're looking for will now be highlighted in red for extra visibility. This is one of the features that we talked about that may be arriving through the course of the update. I go in game right now, I don't see it. So this is probably something that will be implemented in the next few weeks or so. Alliance chat now sends a notification when you unlock a costume. Good stuff for your alliance. For me, I normally leave the chat off the whole time on my game just so nothing accidentally flashes if I'm making your videos. So this is not something to me, but yeah, if with your alliance, this could be really cool. All right, a new roster filter allows you to filter by non-legendary characters simply prepping for Dark Dimension 4, 5, and other game modes. So if you guys are not in Dark Dimension 4, not in Dark Dimension 5, there's a section at the end of it where you need legendary characters. Every other node before that, no legend or all the requirements, the city, cosmic, and mystic sections before that, you're not able to use legendaries. So if you're trying to build a roster, it's pretty helpful. All right. Save squad cycling and Blitz is now default for level 40 plus. I believe it was level 52. I could be remembering that wrong, but it looks like they lowered the level for that. That was the big change that they were talking about in that in-game message that they sent. I don't know if that was enough for a bullet point here, but yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting a lot of quality of life changes or a lot of big changes here. So yeah, I guess it's good. And offer pop-ups will remain on screen following a purchase to make a second purchase more convenient. So it's interesting that they added this and not the confirmation anytime you're spending cores or making a real purchase. So yeah, more money spent, guys. It's making it easier to accidentally spend money. But if you want to spend money, they've made it clear that you can spend this money. So I don't know. I think it may cause more problems for Scopely, but that's what they implemented. Bug fixes. Now, unfortunately, I did not see anything about the Loki bug, the President Loki bug, and it looks like his costume is still not available. Captain Sam incorrectly giving ability energy to summon allies with his special ability stars and stripes. That now looks like it's fixed. I have not tested that yet, though. Killmonger's basic ability, focus fire, special ability, full auto, were not playing the correct sound effects. I normally play with my sound off, so this is not a bug that I noticed. So hopefully with you guys, you're playing with the sound on. Hopefully this helps your Killmonger battles. Alliance War defense teams that were not yet revealed to attackers had their boosted stats displayed prematurely on the Alliance Helicarrier War View and on the Alliance Raids menu. Raid energy displayed on raid cards was failing to update in real time after available energy was purchased with power cores. All right, some bugs that I was not even aware of got fixed, but some of the major ones that I'm hoping got fixed are added. All right, we didn't come to bargain. Some of the visual effects for Dormammu's basic ability, Eternal Darkness, were not work correctly at 3x speed. Now, this is not something I'm going to notice for about another 6 months, though, at least. The A and Avengers being cut off, the tag for Sharon Carter's passive ability, ends and means. All right. The ability text for Bishop's passive, Energy Redirection, was incorrectly displaying the speed bar that gains from a counterattack at the start of the action instead of when countered. All right, so all that stuff is good. Still no word on some of these other bugs like the Loki bug. Character availability or character updates. This has to do with the tags. Astonishing X-Men and Uncanny X-Men. In effort to uniform traits in the roster, the overall X-Men trait will no longer appear as it's redundant with availability of X-Men or Uncanny X-Men and Astonishing X-Men traits. They have the X-Men trait overall. If you search in the X-Men roster, or if you use that tag to sort on the roster screen, you'll still see all the X-Men because they still have that in the background. Kind of what they did with the Avengers. They still have that Avengers tag, but they removed the Wave 1 and non-Wave 1 from the characters. So just I think they did that for the confusion. Now, this is an interesting one. This may lead to more speculation and more rumors due to Avengers being potentially misleading characters with a Young Avengers trait. We decided to include them in the overall Avengers trait. The Avengers trait won't appear on their roster because it's redundant with Young Avenger, but they'll appear if you search for Avengers. So this is interesting. There's been rumors. Wiccan, Hulkling, who were a member of the Young Avengers, they're rumored to be coming around February. It looks like the latest rumors from Drew is they got pushed back till probably June. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with this team. Of course, we see Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye series now. We know Miss Marvel is getting her own TV series. I'm wondering if the Young Avengers are going to get some relevance in Marvel Strike Force. They haven't been relevant for a while. All right, let's take a look at some of these reworks to these characters. Spider-Man, like I said, we're going to go through this pretty quick because we did discuss this earlier in the week. Base stats got increased, which is good. Now he's at that level that he should be for some of the more current characters. Instead of getting a 70% chance to chain with this measly, pitiful 60% damage, now he's going to chain, and he has a respectable 200% damage. Also still gaining that evades, raids. He's getting 80% chance to get evade instead of that 60%, and counterattack still breaks his chain. Other thing with this web slinger to the special, he's getting some drain. That is pretty much all that's got added here. There's a question mark. What was added in addition to this? And it looks like there was nothing under that. It looked like you could still scroll down and look at some stuff. Well, it looked like you scroll down for nothing. All right, and the big thing here is all this raid energy. So on a dodge, it's not just going to fill the speed bar for him or Miles, it's all the Web Warrior allies. And in raids, when a negative effect is applied to an enemy, apply that random positive effect from that list to Web Warrior allies. Defense up, offense up, speed up, deflect, and he's still gaining that 5% speed. So yeah, really, really strong, really strong. This is an important part of that Web Warriors team. Miles also got some big base stats here and very minimal upgrade, only to his passive, and on self or Web Warrior ally dodge, speed up to that character. And during stealth, he's still getting that 50% dodge chance. I'm not sure why this is bolded here, but that was there before. All right, so just a dodge. Lots of dodges for this team and lots of bonus effects because of these passives that they have. All right, Storm. Slight, tiny boost to her stats. The big thing here is their synergy with Magic. This, honestly, guys, I think this is the team that I'm least excited about. I don't know what this is for. At least with the Ravagers, there's a clear path that they are a war offense team. And it looks like this is just a strong team. The introduction of Magic is going to increase their, or give them ability energy. So hopefully they could use all their ultimates on turn one. But yeah, this is not super exciting for me. What excites me a little more though is these Ravagers for some reason. So let's talk about them. Yondu is getting some stat increases, not as beefy as these spiders, but he's a war offense character, which I think is a little less priority for myself than raids. All right, let me know what you're gonna do with these X-Men though before, in the comments. All right, but Yondu, getting a little better. He's summoning Ravager Bruiser, 1 Ravager Stitcher. So instead of the possibility that you get 2 Stitchers or 2 Boomers, you're getting 1 and 1, which is good. Speed up, and then you got the passives. This is more about the passives to these new characters, what was changed there rather than the special adding that. But this is from the passive, so it's actually possible to add 2 offense up and 2 regeneration. And I think that is not based on the passive of your boomers or stitchers. It's going to be based on the T4s that you may or may not have in the special of Yondu. All right, Yaka Arrow. Good one. His ultimate extra focus is still chaining its piercing allies, or piercing damage, so avoiding that armor 300%, just going up from 250%, clearing 2 positive effects from each ally. That is strong. And extra focus cannot be dodged. And his passive, copying 3 random positive effects, except for taunt, from himself for each enemy. I don't think he copies stealth either. If enemy has blind, copy and clear all the positive effects instead. So hopefully we're getting a lot of blinds from these characters. Ravagers get more damage, and in war, extra focus for each Ravager ally. So he's getting a lot of focus there. Ravager Boomer also getting a rework, applying slow speed up on his basic. His passive is reducing the speed bar for primary and secondary targets. Yeah, the Ravagers steal. They like to steal, and Boomer is stealing speed bar. And then you're getting that passive that on spawn, he's getting the offense up for 2 turns of Ravager allies. So this is the effect that will proc when Yondu summons him, and also getting always assisting non-minion Ravager allies. So pretty much T'Challa and Yondu, and maybe any other Ravagers that may be coming in the future. Ravager Bruiser, a little bit of an update. If the primary target is a protector, apply defense down and disrupted. Ooh, ugly. And yeah, Bruiser is getting a little stronger. The special. This is a pretty weak special, or a weak basic, because it was a 70% chance to taunt. He's supposed to be the protector. Not having a consistent taunt was hurting him. Now he's just gaining taunt, so it's not a 70% chance. I don't know why that was ever there in the first place, though. Now he's getting some defense up to all Ravager allies, healing self, 3 positive effects that he's copying, not stealth. On war offense, copying all positive effects except for stealth, and then flipping the positive effects on the primary target. This is very good, especially with the extra focus that he's getting from Yondu. And yeah, when war, Ravager allies getting more drained, so he's stealing health, and he's giving them the ability to steal health as well. This looks like a very strong war offense team. Defense up to all, to self and all Ravager allies, 2 turns, getting more armor. And Stitcher's probably the most interesting character here. Also got some stat boosts. This is an interesting thing here. Now, the devs, their rationale for this is because this is called Disintegrator, and this not really disintegrating anything. So they added that so that he can, so it kind of fits the name. I don't know if this is actually be relevant actual gameplay. I like that they added this though, but I don't know. We'll have to do some testing to see if this gives them any relevance against Heroes for Hire or anything like that. I guess maybe if you have a crazy 7 red star Stitcher. But yeah, looking good with all that stuff. You got a double heal here and couple notes here. So you're going to attack or to heal the most injured ally plus 10% of this character's health after he steals this. So if this initial if that initial attack kills the enemy, you're not going to get the second one because the enemy is dead. But what happens if you're healing the most injured ally for this health, for the 10% of the character's health, and then for this second time he does this, it's not going to be the most injured character. It's going to be whatever is the new injured character. So it might not heal the same person twice. It might not attack the same person twice, but in normal circumstances, probably most circumstances, it should do that. And then he's getting regeneration for 2 turns for self and all Ravagers ally. That is up here. There it is. All right, so that is the notes. That is it. We're going to open some orbs for magic in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. And of course, to purchase those magic orbs, we're using Amazon coins to save some money. If you want to save some money as well, saving up to 20% off any in-game purchase, whether it be in Marvel Strike Force or any other game, make sure you use some Amazon coins, coins.valleyflyin.com, or you could use the link down below to save some money. We'll be back later today. We'll be back on live stream tomorrow with a Valley Club in the morning. Unfortunately, not going to be back on Friday for the hot tub stream, but we'll be back the following week for that. We're going to go visit Mobile Gamer out in Vegas, have some fun with the UFC. But yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend. Hopefully this video was helpful for you, entertaining for you. If it was, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join the notification squad so you know as soon as a new video is uploaded. I will see you guys next time. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back. Hawkfest from ValleyFlyin. Out.